Jocko's listening to metal at 4:30 in the morning.
I know.
Come on. Yeah. And he's doing dips and muscle ups.
Dude,
you need those guys. Good for you, dude.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's such a douche when
He
I come.
forces himself to do it too. That's the thing. That guy's got a full-time job.
I don't feel sorry for him now because advertising this through you and on the web, like, hey, I run it like Goggins. He'll never stop running. I don't think he can.
No.
He might be one of the hardest dudes on the planet. Him and Cam.
Yeah.
There's a few of them.
They get together too. It was
They do,
funny.
right? It's like their own little
Cam
club.
showed up in Vegas where Goggins lives. He just knocked on his door and said, "Let's go."
Yeah, hey.
And they went out and ran 20 miles at a 6.5 mile pace.
Hey, pussy, what's up? I saw you on YouTube. You want some?
Exactly. Well, they're good friends.
They are, yeah.
They push each other. Like Goggins will send me text messages out of nowhere. I'm just letting you know, stay hard. You know,
I'll text him. Goggins, what you doing? Getting hard? Of course you are.
Stay hard.
Yeah, stay hard, bro. You know.
Yeah.
You stay that way, so I don't. I can get soft.
It's again, people like that, like they're fuel for everybody else. Like and Goggins knows it. One of the conversations I had with him recently, he goes, I think this shit is bigger than me. He goes, when I get up in the morning, I'm running. It's bigger than me. Like there's something moving through me, and I think that's real. I mean, it sounds hyperbolic. It sounds like it's exaggeration, but I don't think it is. I think there's something that's moving through him that is forcing other people to action, and it makes him greater than just an individual. It makes him like almost like an antenna. Like there's something like he's beaming in the power of discipline and the benefit that it has on a human being.
He's real.
He's real.
He's the real deal.
There's no doubt about it, man.
And obviously with us too, it's an evolutionary thing, right? I mean, meaning like day by day.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of my favorite one was when they took his shoes off during one of his races and it was bleeding through his toenail. He didn't know toenails. Like, hey man, it's like hamburger down there. You probably got to be in a lot of pain. You should quit. He's like, why would pain make me quit? He's the real deal. I mean, we would do Patriot tours. Like I was on tour with him, and he would run from city to city, and then he'd show up all greased up with his abs, and he's kind of he's got that sexy caramel look, that milk dud head. Yes. And all the wives, I mean, all the girls, everybody's like, "Where's David? Is he here yet?" And I was like, "No, he's still running from 500 miles away. You know, he'll get here in a couple minutes." And I remember when he first started this with Mojo and I. He started because of all the guys that died. There are a lot of people that don't understand David. I don't want to say don't like him because if you knew him, then you'd love him.
Right, I agree with that.
So there are men down here, like in your family, you have those uncles that you're like, don't mess with him. He's ornery. He's mean. You know, you can't understand him. And he either likes you or doesn't. There are days, David, I mean, he picks on me and Mojo all the time. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just laying around. He's like, getting soft. I'm like, no, not really. I was just kind of taking a break. And he's like, we don't take breaks. You know, and Jocko's the same way. That's real. You have to have those. And then there's the interim in between. Like I told you in the teens, we got assholes. They're magnificent, but they belong to us. Yes. And then you got guys who read physics books and doctors and like Ivy League graduates that have multiple degrees. Like 10-pound heads. When they try to talk to us, I mean, they still, we're brothers under the bird, is what we say. Yes. Like under the trident, brothers under the bird. And
you need all of them.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
So take one of them guys from each walk of life in this country and throw them into one fraternity.
You're not going to figure out satellites without the eggheads.
That's it. Period.
Yeah, you 100%. Need them, and you need the guys like Jocko.
You want them 100%.
That get up at 4:30 in the morning and put themselves through hell.
Correct.
With no one around.
Because some of the eggs, they're like, I don't want to get up. And Jocko's like, get your ass up.
Jocko's listening to metal at 4:30 in the morning.
I know.
Come on. Yeah. And he's doing fucking dips and fucking muscle ups. Dude, you need those guys.
When we were in Ramadi, it was the worst place I'd ever been. After Afghanistan, went to Iraq. Anbar province. Chris Kyle was there. That's when he got those.
Well, let's explain to people that many people don't even know this. After that movie, what the events that happened in the movie Lone Survivor, you went back.
Yeah, I was still in.
Yeah, you went back. You
Correct.
did more tours.
Right. Coming out of Afghanistan and then rolling into Iraq, I remember seeing Jocko, and he had his war face on, so he didn't talk to me.
Jocko wakes up with his war face on.
No, but I mean, imagine like when he's got permission to jack you up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Jocko, he's going to jack you up.
Right.
Like he'd go out and raise an American flag out in the middle of the day just to get it going. He's the real deal. So when we found out we were going out there, I was like, yeah. But then in my head, I was apprehensive because I just had my ass kicked real bad. And going back, I mean, I had to go back. Out here in Texas, man, if you get your butt whipped, you go back in for more when you get healed up.
Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I had to. Yep.
Immediately?
Immediately. I mean, look at the fraternity I'm in. And they never looked down on me. Because we went through BUDS together. BUDS stands for Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training, but it also means if you take everything away from us, we're still BUDS. And then I deployed back to Iraq in 06 and 07. I ripped Jocko out. I know you met him.
Love Jocko.
Great guy.
And he loves you.
Man, he was my one of my bosses.
He got so excited when he heard you were coming on. He texted me and we went back and forth.
He's something. I called him. He's just what you see is what you get. You ever notice his face looks like it could perfectly fit in a Spartan helmet?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Like he's always. I mean, he's the man when it comes to leadership.
Break glass.
That's
in
it.
case of war.
We have those guys.
Yes.
They're real. I know you've met some of them.
Yeah, we need those guys.
They exist. They're terrifying.
I'm so happy they're real.
Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, and Jocko is he's the archetype.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the reason why he was over Chris and Michael and Mark. If you noticed in the SEAL teams, all of our Medal of Honor guys are named Michael. You ever notice that?
No.
Yeah. Those are called Mark Angels. They always get the Medal of Honor. You get a Mark and a Michael running together in the SEAL team, something bad's it's going to go down. So we joke about that. But when the book came out, I was in Iraq. I remember the lawyers and everybody would write me emails and like, please don't die. And I was like, well, I'll try not to, thanks.